Mitumba is the name of this trade in used clothes and also of Raffaele Brunetti's revealing film. Raffaele joins me in a moment, but first let's take a look at how the t-shirt begins its journey to becoming Mitumba. I'm joined in the studio today by filmmaker Raffaele Brunetti. Before I'd seen your film, I just presumed that, all of us, when you have old clothes and you give it away to, charity or some, recycling place, that a charity picks up all those t-shirts and shirts and just gives it out to people in Africa, Asia. But that doesn't happen at all from what you discovered.
Yeah. This was also our idea. And in fact, also in the film, we interviewed a lot of people which is donating the clothes, asking them where are these clothes going. And all of them, they say this will be given for free to people in need. But then we discovered that the clothes are being sold, and that in many cases it's not even the charitable organization which collects the clothes, but there is some commercial organization that it's using their names to collect the clothes, and then it starts the commercial chain. And also this generated also work for the people, and so the fact that the clothes are not donated in a way is a positive. It's positive because in this way it generated economy, that is people that is buying and selling.
Did you talk to international aid organizations and charities when you were setting out to make this film about how the system works of second-hand clothes?
Yeah. Of course, we contacted the many organizations. We contacted also the big ones from Caritas, Red Cross, Oxfam. I have to say that at first we didn't got a very big response to our questions. We didn't understand exactly why, because we thought that, well, we think that there is nothing wrong in selling the clothes, because of course the activity of this organization is not only bringing clothes in Africa. They are dealing with many activities, and a way to finance their activity, to fund their activity, could be collecting and selling second-hand clothes. But our idea was, our suspect is that this agency, they do not want to make it clear.
They feel a little embarrassed that they're selling these things to fund their overheads, effectively.
Or probably they think that people is more willing to donate the clothes if they think that they are donating something which will be given for free.
Yeah.
So probably this is one of the reasons we didn't got
such a response.
Yeah.
But the irony is, from your film, as it shows, is that there's a benefit that these things aren't given for free because it stimulates economic self-help.
The wealthier classes can seem to do without Mitumba. The upper-class centre of Dar es Salaam is full of dealers in choice second-hand goods.
Even my own shoe, it's Mitumba. But I had to buy at a very expensive price. The general impression is that the Europeans are people who are very wealthy. They keep buying clothes every now and then. And there comes a time they just use it once or twice and they sell the clothes away. I have not met one person who thinks these clothes must have just been donated without a single charge.
Lakini sidhani kama kuna Mtanzania wote utamwambia kwamba kuna mitumba ambayo ya misaada inaingia nchini hapa. Na asijapokea msaada namna hiyo, niambia kwamba bwana, hii shati ni ya msaada umepewa la Raffaele. Hapana, mimi natumaini kwamba mitumba haiwezi kuua viwanda vyetu. Kwa sababu gani? Hizi nguo zina wapenzi. Kuna mpenzi ambaye anapenda nguo ambayo imetoka dukani, ni mpya, haijatumika, au wapo. Na hizi za mtumba mara kwa mara ukishavaa wewe, hii ukichagua shati moja ambayo kwamba ni rangi kadhaa, basi natumaini kwamba utakuwa labda ni wewe peke yako tu. Ni kitu ambacho Watanzania wanapenda hicho.
We believe that the agency should make clear what is the aim of collecting and where the clothes are going. It's strange because when we interviewed people in Africa, no one in Africa thinks that we are donating the clothes. Everyone thinks that people in Europe or in the States, they are selling clothes, or that these clothes belong to that white man.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
And here, on the other side, everyone thinks that the clothes are donated to...
They're not being sold.
In Africa, using something until it wears out and then recycling it is not about ecology, it's about necessity. Differentiated waste disposal was old hat here long before Europe ever thought of it.
Wanalima kijiji kimoja kilikuwa kinaitwa Lugala. Hii kazi nimeanza mwaka 68. Saizi 7 mara nyingi nachukua kwa 1000. Alafu napata pea 10. Kwa hiyo nikiuza bei ya jumla ni kama napata bei ya jumla kila pea ni 300. Bei ya reja reja kila pea ni 500, 600.
Do you think that from having made this film that there are people opposed to Mitumba in Africa? Did you hear any of those voices as well?
Yeah, there is an opposition on Mitumba. Also, when I was there, I was reading some article, and I was also interviewing some journalists, also from the government. The exact reason is that I don't know exactly. They were saying that it's a sort of a shame for a country to say that we are depending on second-hand clothes. Our people depends on second-hand clothes. But there is also other reason we suppose. There is economical agreement with Eastern country, especially with China, for the import of new clothes, which is becoming cheaper and cheaper, even if the quality often is very low. And so nowadays, Mitumba, second-hand clothes, have to compete with new clothes coming from China.
I thought I recognized some of the T-shirts that arrived with me in the Mitumba parcel. I was wrong. These are new clothes from China that imitate the style of the Mitumba.
How much do you think, in the making of this film, how much do you think of this trade is legitimate? Perhaps that's not the right word, but you know, as you go further down, some parts of it operate, on the edges of the formal economy and the law, no?
Yeah, this is a real...
Especially in Europe.
Yeah, this is a real controversial subject, and myself, in making the film and also in the film, was making this question to me. At the very end, I say that I will continue to put my clothes in the boxes. So at the end, we think that it's a good way because the alternative is destroying the clothes. So we have also an environmental subject: buying and destroying, buying and throwing it away. The chain of fast consuming. And also on the other end, it's having been in Africa, having seen how many people is dealing with the clothes and how many people can dress with the clothes. We decide that even if it's a controversial subject, even if it needs a better information, it's something that it's worth doing, even if it probably will not last long.
Raffaele, thank you very much for coming in to talk to us, and really enjoyed the film. And you can actually watch the complete version of Mitumba on the next Witness special. Until then, goodbye.